It's Friday, everybody. One day away from a huge day of racing for the Edmonds racing team. This is our Edmonds Racing Weekly show. It is Friday the 16th of April. Welcome along. Thanks for joining in. Toba, of course, referred to Vanna Girl. She heads down to Sydney, mate, to take part in the second day of the championships down there, mate. She's in $1 million race, the queen of the turf. Vanna's our girl, she is. Really excited to see her go around, mate. Her stats at a mile are fantastic. And, yeah, she's come back, resumed with a nice win. How has her preparation been?
Had a faultless preparation. So that's really good going into a Group 1. You can't afford any setbacks whatsoever, which she hasn't had. So that's great. 3 weeks between runs. Her work's been super. Can't fault her. She topped it off with a nice gallop on Tuesday morning on the course proper, where she dashed up nicely. Probably her most strenuous gallop was on Saturday morning on the course proper as well, where the Gold Coast Turf Club were they were able to let us out there to test the track out because it's quite heavy. And she galloped on a heavy 10 actually, and it was quite heavy, very heavy actually. So she got a good piece of work out of that, good for fitness, and she come through it beautifully. But we can't fault her. She looks great. Drawn 1, is going to get a beautiful run, just probably midfield. If we can just be forward to midfield, utilise that barrier a bit more, it'd be great. And then she hasn't got to make up so much ground. So, but she'll be there when the whips are cracking, and won't be far away from them. You know, she's definitely a top 3 chance in a race like that, I feel. And with a bit of luck, even though we've drawn in 1, and she's a filly that needs to sort of get room and get to the middle of the track and run on. As long as Damien can position himself to get down the middle, she's going to be right in the finish.
Yeah, fantastic. Doesn't get any bigger. $1 million fillies and mares race, of course, the championships. They come along with those beautiful green, I think they're emerald diamonds, are they, or emerald stones? I know you've got one already.
We haven't won one yet, so we'll let you know after tomorrow.
Very good. I think you're saying Hootson has one on the day, but I think for the Group 1s you get the big trophy, so that would be fantastic. Obviously a terrifically strong field. So she travelled down Thursday, is that right? She travelled down yesterday?
Wednesday night, yeah. So she left Wednesday night about 5 o'clock and arrived there about 4 a.m. yesterday morning. Had a light trot around Randwick once she settled down, and Seb, our travelling, I suppose you call him our travelling foreman, who travels to Melbourne and down with her wherever they go. He reported back that she feels fantastic, and had a light and trot encounter at Randwick this morning and bounced off the track. So, you know, one thing about this mare, she's the best eater we've got. She can travel. She's so versatile, and we don't have to stress about her. She's one we don't have to. She leaves a note. If she leaves something, if she leaves any feed, there's normally something wrong. But she, you know, we don't need to worry too much about her. She's so push button.
Yeah, terrific. All right. I'm sure a good number of owners will be down there to cheer her on. It's not often you have a mare in such a big race. So really exciting for the team. Vanna Girl, of course, goes to Sydney, and then she'll be back for our winter carnival up here. Trendy, we had a few go around the trials on Tuesday. A few of the big name stable stars go around on Tuesday into the winter carnival. You would be happy with them?
Yeah, so Tyzone, Mayosi, Hard Empire, Perito, and then 3 babies went up there. I thought all trialled really well. Tyzone was a little bit keen early and was a little bit fresh, pulled a little bit for the first part of the trial. Mayosi was super. Hard Empire was out there just for a bit of a look. I thought once Jim got him back underneath him, he got up to the line pretty nice. He just knocked that bit of freshness out of him. It took a little while to sort of get him back on the bridle, but thought he made good ground without being asked for a great deal. And the 3 2-year-olds as well, they were all 3 of them trialled up beautifully, I thought. So, yeah, it was a pleasing trial session, and sort of we needed to get one into them before we trialled again next week at home, because then that just fits in perfect with what we want to do with them all. Hard Empire going to the Victory Stakes first up, and Tyzone possibly heading that way as well. So very pleasing, and most importantly, they pulled up well.
Yeah, no, it's exciting, like you say. I mean, it's not, you got the Sydney Autumn Carnival on, but it's not long until we've got that big day at the Gold Coast here. I think it's the first weekend or second weekend in May. So
Yes.
it's not long until the Winter Carnival starts to crank up. Very, very exciting. You guys may or may not know that you're very lucky to have me here this week. Last Saturday, I finished the day with about 15 grand in my Unibet account after the Quadi Club got an absolute got home and cleaned up. We got the Doomben Quadi for everyone that got involved. Bloody well done. I think it worked out to be, if you put $100 in, you got $1,700 back. And how our Quadi Club works is I actually have to put the bet on in my account. So all the money came to me first. And geez, I had a quick look at the international flights, lads, just to see yeah, quickly I could get out of here. But congrats to all the Quadi Club team, the Edmonds Racing Quadi Club team. Of course, they teamed up with Unibet there, and we'll be doing that each week. Fantastic result, nice result for a lot of people. So well done. It's just getting started, the Quadi Club. It's only the third week. The first 2 weeks, of course, we got our money back and bonus bets, so we lost nothing. And then obviously last week we won. It's a bit of a team effort. Talk through a few of the races with you guys and try and work out what we think can win, what we think can't win, and hopefully we pull off a few quaddies going forward for everybody. So that'll be fantastic. All right, guys, let's get into the runners this week. We have touched on Vanna Girl, Tobe at Randwick, of course, and the Queen of the Turf. She takes on Probabile, Odium, Colette, but a fantastic record at a mile. Just a quick one. So barrier 1, Damien Oliver aboard is a huge result. You say you'd like to be sort of midfield, and I suppose at Randwick they'll fan out in a big pressure race like that, and there'll be gaps to take if she's going well enough and running. Yeah.
Yeah, interestingly enough, drawing one at Randwick's not as bad as drawing one at Flemington. You know, you don't seem to get much room there. They seem to want to ride the fence, or depending on the pattern, obviously, and the speed in the race. But Flemington's always quite tight and compact. Randwick, you seem to be able to. They spread out and they get out. You know, once you turn up at home, they all fan off a bit and get and all try to get clear runs. So there'll be a run come somewhere there. But I think I'd like to, if she begins good, I'd like to, Damien, just to use her a little bit. So we're 3 or 4 lengths from them. I know we give Probabile 13 lengths. I think I'm right in saying about 13 lengths and run it to 4 or 5 in the race. Last time we run it, we raced her. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and I think she's going probably a bit better now. We've been able to have our eye on her the whole preparation, and I'm confident that she's matured a lot from that trip away last time. You seen her win at Doomben the other day. First up, she was very, very dominant off a very slow speed with a big weight. I know she's weight for age, probably not that well weighted against some of these horses, but she's a big mare. She can carry it, and we're very confident she can run super on Saturday.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to have a Unibet price push here, team, on Vanna Girl for a place. She's currently $18 and about $4.50 a place. So the guys at Unibet, look out for that. They'll be pushing her out to around about the $6 mark for us, I reckon, which will be a great price push. And $6 a place, Vanna Girl, drawn well, top jockey on, in fine form. I reckon it's a nice place bet for sure. And let's hope she can win for the team, the Vanna Girl owners. Good luck. Trent, there'll be a few nerves around Eagle Farm race 1 tomorrow, mate, especially for me. We've got the big boy Debussy, of course, a yearling purchase by yourselves, put some great owners into him. He goes to the races for the first time at Eagle Farm after a couple of really nice trials. Drawn well, barrier 2, Robbie Fradd aboard, and he's come up as favourite here on his debut.
Yeah, before we get smashed by people for saying his name wrong, I think it's Debussy. We've had a lot of we've kind of called him 2 names, but apparently that's the right one. So we'll go with that. He's named after a French composer, so we'll run with that one. Yeah, look, Bruce, he's a nice colt. Done everything right in a couple of trials so far. Race day is different pressure. Whatever he does tomorrow, he'll improve on. But he's drawn a very soft gate for him to hopefully make his debut in the best fashion. He's on his high, he's been high speed in his trials so far, so he won't be changing anything there. And yeah, he'll roll forward and he'll look the winner for a very long way.
And what do you make of that, mate? Like, I mean, a horse on debut, there's a few horses in there. This is a handicap race, of course. There's a few there that have had 4 or 5 starts. Albeit some have won provincially and that. But how much do you factor in that race day, experience?
Well, it's big. It's undoubtedly big. He's got to get there and handle himself properly, and take a different course in for the first time, different sights, sounds, smells, and what have you. And he's a pretty sensible colt. Everything that he's sort of done, especially since he's started to get a lot fitter, I was a little bit concerned sort of heading to his first trial. I thought he might be a bit of a lad, but he was a consummate professional, and he has been twice to the trials so far. So we're obviously very hopeful that he can transfer that, I should say, to Eagle Farm tomorrow.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, good luck. We'll be out there. I'm sure a lot of owners around Australia will be cheering him home, and hopefully he can debut very well for the owners there. Good luck, everybody. Gold Coast Saturday. We kick off with race 5, Befana. Toby's drawn barrier 2. Maddie McGillivray takes the ride. A couple of things here I wanted to mention. Now, 2K Thoroughbreds, who were the owners of Befana and syndicated, have actually been taken over by or purchased out by Blake Armstrong and John McPhillips. So the 2K Thoroughbreds horses are now going to fly under the Strong Bloodstock banner. Terrific guy, Blake. Obviously had a lot to do with them already through the stable via his 2K connection. So that's a really strong step in the right direction for Blake. He's bought the company out with John, and Befana is one of the fillies or racehorses under that banner. So we're wishing them all the very best. But please do note there's a slight change of owner or syndicator there on these 2K Thoroughbreds horses. Befana, Tobe, she's fresh up here. Interesting. She hasn't trialled, so she's fresh up 900 meters here. It'll be just a nice conditioning run, I suspect.
Yeah, but and the reason we're doing this is because of all that wet weather we've had, and we're waiting for trial. There are trials on Monday, but there's a 900 meter race for her across the road. She may as well just bowl around in that, and if she runs into a place and earns a bit of prize money, that'll be great. She could run over the top of them. It's going quite well, but more than likely 900 is a bit short. She's going to be back and need a lot of luck to get home, especially from 2 barrier. But going very, very well. I'd give her a place chance tomorrow, but certainly because of the wet weather that we've had, like the 2 big deluges of rain, we've missed a trial, and we're just using this basically as a trial with hopefully she can run in a bit of prize money and earn something for the couple of new owners in that horse now. Mick Dittman sold out, so there's a new owners bought 10% of her recently online. So just to have a look at her at the races on Saturday. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, beautiful under the Strong Bloodstock banner. That's great. And what about touch on Maddie McGillivray? Of course, I can't pronounce his name that well with my list going on there, but when I first came here 16 months ago, he was riding Vanna Girl and that winning streak and riding in town and riding a lot of winners. How good is it to have his services, at the Gold Coast on a Saturday at the moment, Tobe?
Yeah, well, Maddie's got probably as much ability as anyone. He just he had a bad fall, and he's just struggling to get back to where he is. And like any sportsman or any athlete that's coming back from injury or a setback, sometimes you just got to bite the bullet, come back to call it reserve grade if you want, or just the lesser company, get a bit of confidence back. And once he builds that confidence back, I'm sure he'll get back to town and start riding winners again. He's light, he can ride 54, so there's no drama there. But you're right, at the Gold Coast on Saturday, he fits in pretty good for us, and he's a good kid, Matt, and I'd really like to see him get going again. If we can help him along the way, that's great.
Yeah, for sure. No, like you say, just it's all confidence, isn't it? And class is permanent. So great to support Matty there on his comeback trail. All right. Well, good luck to the owners of Befana. Good luck to Matty. The Lioness is also engaged at the Gold Coast. She's in race 8. She is, I think, the 6th emergency. There are 3 scratchings, but probably unlikely to run. Let's focus on the Sunshine Coast race with her. And if she does line up at the Gold Coast, we'll know how she's going anyway from the guys. The Lioness, race 6, Sunshine Coast, Sunday. Drawn beautifully, barrier 2 there. Robbie Fratt aboard. She's third up this prep for us. She's run 2 really nice seconds, I thought. She obviously had that 7 weeks between her first start and her second start due to the wet weather and different things. So you'd think third up here should be spot on for this trend.
Yeah, that's right. If anything, look, she could very well be looking for 1400, 1350, 1400. That Sunshine Coast race, glitter strip of Tony Gollins. Pretty nice horse. It would be very hard to beat. It's drawn soft as well. So we're not sold on sort of running her at either venue just yet. I was really encouraged by her last effort. I thought she ridden steady from a crap barrier. She got to the line super, and that might be the way to ride her, to be fair. Just nice and comfortable and let her rip up the running, essentially, because even though she didn't win, it was a huge performance, I thought, and she was taking ground off the eventual winner with every stride. So just need to get our form guys to have a look at both of those races over the course of the next, or today, and then we make a call on whether we start or we just wait another week for the 1400.
Very good. All right. Well, the guys will have a look there. Obviously very keen to get the Lioness win on the board in the stable third up. But like we say, she's been terrific in 2 seconds for the stable so far. Good luck to the owners there. All right, guys, do you want to give us a best bet, a best win bet, or a best place bet for the weekend, please, Tobe?
Okay, a bit of value, best place bet. I'm going for Vanna Girl. There you go. Big odds.
Very nice in the big one. Very, very nice in the big one. Go Vanna Girl. And what about you, Trent?
Something a little sneaky on Befana. First up. She'll be hitting the line really hard.
Very nice. All right, Befana, Gold Coast, race 5. Good luck to the owners there. Look out for a Quadi Club later on. We've just been talking through it here pre-show, so hopefully we'll find the Quadi there again. If you've got a runner, good luck. Enjoy the weekend, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks,